What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. In this video, it's going to be your daily update for XRP. I'm going to go through some interesting things that are happening with the price, as well as go through the SEC's response to Ripple. So before we get into this, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out any of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel, as well as you guys can check out my links for Margex. If you want to sign up for that platform, maybe trade XRP at up to a 50x leverage. I always recommend a 5 to 10x leverage if you're interested in leverage trading. But yeah, feel free to go ahead and check out that platform. The link is at the top of the description. Anyways, let's go into CoinMarketCap overall. If we look at where we stand as of right now, which is 1:36 p.m., we stand at an overall market cap of 2.3 trillion. It's down about 1.8 percent on the day. Bitcoin's down, Ethereum's down, BNB is down. We're seeing things that are starting to come back as of the last hour, but things are down a little bit here today. Not crazy, but down. Now, with that being said, we scroll down a little bit. We're going to see XRP. XRP is down more than Bitcoin and Ethereum, less than Solana, but we're seeing it at a 52, almost 53 cent price. And this is after being at a 57-cent price. We just want to see major success for XRP. But in the last 7 days, it's good to see that it still is positive there, but we're sitting at a $29.1 billion market cap with about $1.15 billion worth of volume. Now, if we understand what's going on with Ripple right now, Ripple is in this major lawsuit that's been going on for what, 4 years at this point? It's been going on for a long time, and the fight, while it was about XRP being a security, that kind of has come and gone. Yes, it's still hovering around depending on the outcome of the case and if they decide to appeal it. But that has come and gone, and XRP is not a security. It's the only position that truly has legal clarity. We have to understand that. However, Ripple is the parent company, and Ripple controls a very large amount of XRP that's in escrow. So whatever happens to XRP or whatever happens to Ripple, also you'll see an impact to XRP in a large way, even if XRP is not labeled a security and can still be traded back and forth by retail and institutions and all that. But they were in this lawsuit for a very long period of time, and they're currently reaching its ends, is what it seems like. Every time it does seem like it's reaching an end, a new beginning happens. But we had we had the SEC that wanted $700+ million from Ripple in a payout. But then you had that settlement, or whatever the settlement was, it was less than the 700. Whatever the settlement was supposed to be on November 9th, got taken back, or they withdrew that settlement, and now they're looking for 1.95 billion from Ripple, and that's where I can't say that's where it got insane. That's where it got just aggressively insane, right? It was already insane to begin with how much they actually wanted versus how much they were paid out in any other situation. The only reason they were paid out big on Binance is because that's truly like illegal activity and money laundering and knowingly acting on that stuff that happens there. But we have a response here. So the SEC files final response in Ripple XRP case. The SEC argues that Ripple's claims do not negate the need for injunctions to prevent future violations. Ripple Labs and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission have made significant progress in their legal battle. Yes, significant progress that took multiple years, several years at this point. With the SEC filing its final reply in the lawsuit's remedy stage. In its recent response to Remedy's brief, the SEC challenged Ripple's insistent that the blockchain startup acted without recklessness and that there should be no widespread uncertainty about the legal status of XRP, despite the court previously rejecting this fair notice defense. The SEC also maintains its stance on whether Ripple will likely engage in similar actions in the future, even though Ripple has not violated any rules since the XRP lawsuit was initiated in 2020, which is very, very true. Whatever was claimed to be a lawsuit here or illegal in what they're doing, they haven't acted on whatever is taken as that. When it comes to XRP being a security, XRP is not that. However, the illegal sales of XRP to institutions, I feel as though they haven't acted on doing anything of that nature, showing that it's not going to happen. It doesn't mean that it cannot happen or that it will not happen. It means that they haven't done it. According to the remedies brief, Ripple has tried to downplay its liability while highlighting its cooperation with the SEC since 2013 XRP initial coin offering, which again, when you look at how, not necessarily Ripple in a way, but you look at like different exchanges and how they're complying with the SEC, and they're basically saying, look, we didn't offer XRP when it comes to Coinbase and Kraken. We didn't offer XRP because of the fact that it was in a legal battle. It had this litigation. However, the SEC emphasized that according to the law, even if Ripple had refrained from violations since 2020, another breach is still possible, which I would agree with. The SEC argues that Ripple's assurance about changing its behavior post lawsuit do not justify avoiding injunctions. According to the SEC, Ripple's claims of following legal guidance and restructuring future XRP sales based on the lawsuit's order are misleading. The SEC contends that Ripple misinterprets the order and fails to accept its implications for compliance. The reply refutes Ripple's assertions about conducting sales outside the U.S. and to accredited investors, as these defenses were abandoned during summary judgment. Additionally, Ripple's claims of contract changes for on-demand liquidity sales are dismissed, as the contract already lacks certain restrictions identified as violations. Ultimately, the SEC argues that Ripple's assertions do not negate the need for injunctions to prevent future violations. Responding to the SEC's reply in Remedy's brief, Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderati, commented that the SEC's reputation continues to decline, which is very true as well. He highlighted that the international financial regulators with robust crypto licenses framework might be surprised that the SEC regard its efforts as akin to issuing phishing licenses. Interesting. Alderati criticized the SEC for not consistently applying the law. He expressed optimism about resolving XRP lawsuit, while the crypto community eagerly awaits the case outcome. Analysts anticipate a final judgment around September, which again, this just keeps pushing back and back, right? I think people have assumed that the summer would be the time period where we would see the ultimate like final judgment, and now we're seeing September as something that could be the end of this. But again, it's not confirmed that even that is the case, and it just sucks because it's just continuation for XRP to see negativity. And if it gets to a point where this kind of just keeps pushing out and the negativity stays, this may be a situation where this stays here, and I don't want it to be that way, but this stays here through the bull market while everything else is running. XRP is not really running at all or making any type of moves. Even though XRP is kind of completely removed from this, Ripple affects XRP in a large way, so that's where that connection really takes place. So I don't want that to happen. I want to know your opinion on where this stands, but I just wanted to give you an update on where things were and let you know about the final response from the SEC. And when this could be resolved. And obviously, you could see settlements beforehand, but it just doesn't look like we're going to see that. It looks like we're way far off. So guys, let me know what you think about this. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, check out my link for Margex if you guys are interested in trading, leverage trading up to 50x leverage on XRP, 100x leverage on Bitcoin and Ethereum and BNB. But I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.